Anvil hunched over the Space Invaders machine, his fingers a blur on the controls. His brother Thomas, T-Rex to everyone who knew him, watched from behind, arms crossed. Their fly friend Buzz Aldrin was off getting more quarters.
Yo, T, I think I'm actually gonna do it this time, bro. I'm getting close to your record.
Anvil's eyes never left the screen.
No chance, Anvil.
Thomas adjusted his glasses.
The next level is 35. That's when each stage gets 50% longer and enemies become 20% more difficult. If you're struggling now, you're about to have 20% less of a chance.
Forget you and your dumb numbers, T. I'm dialed in. I'm ripping it. I'm one with the game. I'm about to teach you and this machine a lesson in respect.
Thomas sighed.
Watch out for the ships that start coming from behind.
What ships? What the? There's too many. What am I supposed to?
Boop! Boop! Game over!
No! What cheap garbage is that?
Anvil slammed his fists on the console.
That's impossible! There's no way anyone can beat this! What kind of cheap shot?
I told you to watch for the ships. Besides, it is possible. You just had to go into the corner and take them out, then move to the other corner to get the...
Heck no, bro! That's a cheap move just to get you to waste more quarters. Where is Buzz anyway? He has my quarters!
Anvil started shaking the machine.
I'm right here, dude. Sorry, there was a line at the change machine. Buzz hovered down with a fistful of quarters.
Stop shaking the machine before you get us kicked out like at the bowling alley!
Thomas warned. Buzz laughed.
Yeah, that was pretty funny when you threw the manager at those bowling pins.
Bro, that clown Damien had it coming. That place was a pigsty. Nothing was ever cleaned. I almost broke my neck on that spilled soda.
You spilled that soda!
Who cares who spilled it? Someone should have cleaned it.
Yo, calm down. Check out who's walking over here. It's Sam and her friends.
Buzz nodded toward the entrance. Samantha approached with a wave.
Hey, boys. What are you guys up to?
Thomas perked up.
How's it going, Samantha? Just taking a load off. Anvil said he needed some R&R after that math test today.
Didn't help that I thought the test was after Halloween.
Anvil shrugged.
But it's all right. I had my bro T-Rex nearby, and thanks to my 25/20 vision, I think I did just fine.
Samantha laughed.
You and your incredible telescopic vision. Speaking of Halloween, do you guys have anything planned tonight?
We were just going to be at the treehouse handing out candy. Why, do you guys have something going on?
Thomas asked.
We're going to the fairgrounds. The Ferris wheel's back up and everything's Halloween themed. They've got a haunted house full of zombies and everything. You guys should come.
Anvil grinned ear to ear.
Yeah, that sounds pretty cool. I'll make sure to stand real close to you in case you get spooked by the zombies.
Samantha laughed again.
I guess I'll see you guys there then.
She walked off with her friends.
Bro, did you guys see how she laughed? Anvil started flexing. I'm gonna make her my girl for sure. After all, how could anyone resist these muscles?
She was just being nice. She probably sees you as a younger, dumber little brother.
Thomas smirked.
I'll make you eat those words, T. We'll see who's laughing when I take her to prom.
Man, if you take her to prom, then I got dibs on her friend Cherry. She's a total smoke show.
Buzz buzzed excitedly.
Heck yeah, dude. I can totally see you guys together. She's always laughing and you're always telling dumb jokes. You'd be perfect for each other.
Just because you don't understand my dry wit doesn't mean my jokes are dumb.
Buzz protested.
If it's not a fart joke or a joke about someone getting beat up, then it's just not sophisticated enough for me. What can I say?
Thomas rolled his eyes.
You're the definition of sophistication. Absolutely.
I'm a classy dude for sure.
Anvil replied, completely missing his brother's sarcasm.
What's the next move, boys? You want to eat something before we go or hang out here a bit more?
Buzz asked.
We should really go home first. This game made me sweaty. I need to shower and put on some cologne.
Anvil said.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind eating the rest of the spaghetti I made earlier.
Thomas headed toward the exit.
Good call, T-Rex. I wouldn't mind filling up before we go, too. Should we take the Countach or just fly to the treehouse?
Buzz followed.
I say we glide. It's pretty windy outside, and I hate that traffic on Main Street at this time.
Anvil said.
Yeah, makes sense. We'll leave the car here for now and grab it on the way to the fair.
The boys stepped outside. They opened their arms, revealing the furry membrane stretched between their limbs, and waited. A gust of wind swept them into the air. They glided effortlessly while Buzz flew alongside them.
Man, I still can't believe the president gave us a Lamborghini Countach.
Anvil laughed.
It was the least he could do after we saved him. If it wasn't for us, he would have been a goner.
Buzz replied.
Still, I wish I was there when he asked what he could do to repay us. A Lamborghini is so impractical. What we really needed was a van for all our equipment.
Thomas said.
Yeah, okay, Grandma. I'll cruise around town in the Lambo winking at the ladies while you look like a poor plumber.
Anvil banked left.
If it wasn't for that car, I wouldn't have even bothered getting my learner's permit.
I keep telling you, you can't drive alone with that class of license.
You can kiss my class of license. When the president gives you a Lambo, no one's gonna stop you.
What the heck is that?
Thomas suddenly asked.
That's you sounding dumb, bro.
No, look! They look like sheets floating in the sky or something.
Thomas pointed into the distance. Anvil squinted.
What the heck is that?
The three friends stared at the strange figures drifting toward them.
They're coming right at us.
Buzz realized.
Dude, those are ghosts! Honest to God, ghosts!
Anvil shouted as the figures came within reach. Two of the spectral shapes grabbed Buzz.
Hey, let go of him!
Thomas yelled.
Help me, guys! These ghosts are freaking me out!
Buzz struggled against their grip.
Bro, you told me when we were 10 that ghosts don't exist. What the heck is this?
Anvil yelled at Thomas.
We'll figure that out later. First, let's teach these things a lesson.
Thomas started throwing wild fists at one of the ghosts.
You read my mind! Let's rip!
Anvil grabbed two of the ghosts in a chokehold and kicked another. Steam hissed off the ghosts as the brothers destroyed them.
It's working! I don't know how we're killing these things, but it's working!
Thomas shouted. Anvil kicked the last ghost and it fell out of the air like the others.
We got him! We win!
Look!
Thomas pointed.
They're taking Buzz away!
We're losing altitude! We can't go after them!
Anvil yelled.
Glide toward the Countach! We'll go after them in the car!
The brothers nosedived toward the arcade parking lot. No time to waste. As they approached, they pulled up and landed perfectly in their seats.
Punch it!
Thomas yelled. Anvil turned the key, shifted into first gear, and created a massive burnout on the asphalt.
Bro, I'm gonna have to clean the fur in my pants. How are ghosts real?
Anvil gripped the wheel.
You soiled your pants? Are you serious or joking?
Anvil paused, thinking.
I'm not sure. I'll tell you later.
Anvil, make a left here. Looks like they're heading to the factory area.
Thomas pointed. Anvil made a hard left just as the light turned red, accelerating into second gear. The Lamborghini Countach's 12 cylinders roared to life, the exhaust letting out a sound that would make a lion jealous.
Ha ha! Listen to the baby purr! And you wanted a dumb van?
Anvil weaved in and out of traffic with ease. They followed the ghosts into the industrial district, driving 2 blocks before seeing them descend into a specific factory.
This looks like it. Whatever's in there will give us our answer.
Thomas said.
It's fenced off. We have to find a way in somehow.
Let's get out and find out!
The brothers carefully made their way to the back of the warehouse, looking for a weak point in the fence. They found a spot where the top had been dented downward, probably from something heavy landing on it. They made quick work of it, jumping over quietly to avoid detection. The loading dock was open. The warehouse was still in operation. They climbed up and hid behind some boxes, observing the inside. What they found shocked them.
Let's rip it!
I'm ready when you are!
When the city goes dark, the action lights up. Introducing the all-new Night City Squirrels. Street smart, night tough, and ready for anything. Pose 'em, gear 'em up, take control of the city. No mission too dangerous, no bad guy too tough. Night City Squirrels, take back the night. Figures and playsets sold separately. Accessories may vary.
Bro, they're drones?
Anvil whispered as he looked on. Drones buzzed through the factory, loading vans, packing materials, moving boxes. White sheets draped over them to make them appear as ghosts. Sheets that were now slipping off as the drones holding Buzz began wrapping him in duct tape.
These drones nearly scared us to death and kidnapped Buzz pretending to be ghosts. I'm ready to tear everything in here apart.
Anvil hissed.
Keep it down or you'll blow our cover. Look at the logo on those crates. That's the Machinist's logo. I remember the last time we tangled with him, he used that same symbol for his component importing company.
Forget the Machinist. Forget ghosts or drones or whatever. I'm gonna tear apart every drone in here and show the Machinist exactly what I think of him. It's time to rip it!
Anvil shouted in rage.
Oh my God, Anvil! Can we find out more information first?
Thomas pleaded, but it was no use. Violent rage had filled his brother, and there was nothing he could say. Anvil jumped off the crate and grabbed one drone, tearing it in two.
How do you like that?
He jumped up, kicked another drone, and punched a third.
The drones that have Buzz are moving! Keep an eye on them!
Thomas yelled while smashing a drone of his own. Anvil was beyond the point of no return. His anger made his decisions as he became a one-squirrel army, tearing drones apart and making a mess of the warehouse. The drones holding Buzz snuck past and flew outside. Thomas tried to stop them, but was blocked by two more drones. He destroyed them while screaming at his brother.
Anvil! They flew off! Come on! We have to go after them!
Anvil smashed the last drone and turned.
The Machinist must not be here. Let's go to the roof to see where they're going.
They quickly climbed up. As they observed from above, there was no question where the drones were heading. Straight to the fairgrounds.
Looks like fate really wanted us to go to the fair today.
Anvil said, surprised.
The Machinist must be there. Let's go now and teach him a lesson he'll never forget.
The brothers lifted their arms and jumped, gliding toward the fairgrounds.
Bro, Samantha is for sure gonna watch me beat the lights off the Machinist. She's gonna see me put these biceps to work.
Anvil laughed. Thomas wasn't in the mood for jokes.
Anvil, we have to focus. There's no doubt the Machinist has traps waiting for us. We need to be on top of our game.
Don't worry about that. I was born with laser focus. Tonight, everyone's gonna be reminded why no one messes with Anvil and T-Rex.
The brothers followed the drones and glided to where hundreds of them had landed.
There's hundreds of these things.
Thomas looked around at the swarm.
Look, it's Buzz.
He pointed to a cage holding their unconscious friend.
It doesn't matter if there's thousands of these nerdy toys. I'm about to smash all of them. Machinist!
Anvil yelled out.
We're here for our friend. You're about to regret ever thinking about kidnapping him.
A false wall in a carnival attraction began to open, smoke pouring out of the mysterious room. The Machinist slowly emerged from the haze, stepping to the edge of the platform.
Well, look who we have here.
The Machinist spoke slowly, calmly.
The mighty Night City Squirrels have fallen right into my trap.
Give it up, Machinist. We've tangled before, and you know exactly how this ends. With you behind bars. Surrender now and save yourself some bruises.
Thomas warned.
I'm afraid I can't do that, Mr. Rex. My drone army will now incapacitate you. I will imprison you in a plexiglass case and sell you to the highest bidder. Perhaps you'll make an excellent table for a sheikh in Dubai.
You threaten me? Now you're just making me mad. I'm gonna smash all your dumb drones and beat you to a pulp.
Anvil shouted.
Oh, Anvil. You know what? I've changed my mind. T-Rex will be in the plexiglass alone. I'll sell you to the circus in Africa, and you can clean elephant droppings all day. You can clean up after animals even dumber than you.
The Machinist mocked.
You creep, you jerk, you Nancy boy! You think you can make threats like that with arms like a twig? Mark my words, Machinist. By the end of this day, I'm gonna smash all your drones and give you the biggest swirly you've ever received.
Enough talk. I don't have time for your empty threats.
The Machinist pulled out a tablet.
Slaves don't talk. My drones will now make short work of you two.
A crowd of civilians had formed, watching the drama unfold. Samantha was already at the fairgrounds, and she and her friends looked on in shock. The drones all rose simultaneously. The crowd gasped. The only audible noise was the high-pitched buzzing of hundreds of propellers.
Bring it on, Machinist! It's time to rip it!
Anvil shouted as the drones converged. Anvil and Thomas started strong, downing drone after drone, grabbing them out of the sky and smashing them to the ground, throwing one drone at another, ripping off propellers. They were holding their own against the horde.
Enough of this nonsense.
The machinist yelled.
I will end this now.
Two drones ascended from the ground, a rope tied between them. They descended on the squirrels with rapid speed, circling them. The boys didn't notice until it was too late. The drones wrapped them tight and ascended into the air. The rope was so tight the brothers couldn't even breathe enough to speak. Just like that, the battle was over.
Ha 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 ha.
The machinist's triumphant laugh echoed.
I told you this was a trap. Instead of executing a tactical retreat and planning an attack, you decided to stick around and fall for it. How foolish. This is why I remain the master strategist, and you are nothing more than a bunch of filthy rodents. Ha 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 ha.
Oh my God,
Samantha!
he's going to take our friends. We have to do something.
Cherry grabbed Samantha's arm, horrified.
You're right, Cherry. On my signal, create a distraction. I'm getting into position.
Samantha said.
What are you going to do?
But Samantha was already making her way through the crowd. Cherry kept an eye on her until Samantha reached the front, positioning herself behind the machinist. She turned back and gave Cherry a wink.
Oh my God, what do I do?
Cherry froze for a second, then thought quickly. She started shouting at the top of her lungs. When she took another breath, she screamed again. The machinist looked around in confusion. The distraction was enough for him to lower the tablet. In that split second, Samantha ran forward, jumped into the air, and delivered a perfect kick to the machinist's jaw. He fell to the ground. As he recovered, Samantha was standing over him.
Lights out, machinist.
She punched him square on the jaw, knocking him out cold. The crowd erupted in cheers. Samantha grabbed the tablet and shut down the drones. Anvil and T-Rex fell to the ground. She walked over to her friends.
Are you guys okay?
I was about 4 seconds away from passing out. So, not bad, I guess.
Thomas said, catching his breath.
I can't believe we didn't see that rope coming. I gotta start carrying scissors in my pocket.
Anvil muttered. Samantha laughed.
Looks like there won't be any permanent damage. I think you boys will be all right.
What are we gonna do with him?
Thomas pointed to the unconscious machinist. A big, evil grin appeared on Anvil's face.
I'm gonna keep my promise.
Anvil got up and walked toward the machinist.
Hey, goofball, get up!
He slapped the villain around. The machinist regained consciousness.
Looks like you might need to use the bathroom.
Anvil grabbed him by the hair and started dragging him toward the main building. Thomas took the time to unlock Buzz from the cage and help him up.
Come on, buddy. You're in for a treat.
Anvil, where are you taking him?
Samantha asked.
He had a hard day. I'm just gonna wash his face a little.
Anvil grinned as he walked into the men's bathroom.
Come on, we can all help.
Anvil started plunging the machinist's head into the toilet.
Looks like your evil plan is going right down the drain.
The whole bathroom erupted into laughter. The end.
How did you like the episode?
Subscribe to get notified for next week's story.